Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to section 2.4. We're talking about the idea of direct variation. So what we need to make sure we know with direct variation, basically what that means is when one variable gets bigger, so does the other. All right, so we've got a couple different things down there for you to make sure you write down. But when we talked about something that varies directly, it means that um, when one gets bigger, the other gets bigger. If one gets smaller, so does the other one. Okay, so we're going to take a look at some direct variation tables. Okay, and we got three different equations here. We've got y equals x, y equals 2x, and y equals 5x. Okay, so if we have values, and we're looking at a table, and we make a table, we've got x and y. I'm going to put in values for x here because that is what we're going to be multiplied by, and so that's what we can easily figure out right away. Okay, so what we've got is I've got x values for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So when we put in, when we have the equation y is equal to x, we put in 1 in for x. So this basically means y is equal to 1. So we have a y value of 1. And we do the same thing for 2. Put 2 in for x, we get y equals 2. We got y equals 3, y equals 4, and y equals 5. So these values are the exact same. Okay, and this was, if we're looking back to the estimation versus actual, this is that equation. This y equals x equation was that equation that goes diagonally at 45 degrees through our equation. Okay, so if we look at x and y, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We've got y is now equal to 2 times x. Okay, this 2x means 2 times x. When we put 1 in for x, we now have y is equal to 2 times 1, which gives us y is equal to 2. So when x is 1, y is 2. We follow the same work. We put in 2 for x now, so we have when x is 2, y is 4. When x is 3, y is 6. When x is 4, y is 8. And when x is 5, y is 10. Okay, so you see that now our values, these were all going up by 1. These are all now going up by 2. We do the same thing for this last table. Hopefully we'll see a pattern going. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have y is equal to 5x. So that means we put 1 in for x here. Our first value is 5. Our second value will be 10. Then we have 15. And then we have 20. And we have 25. We see these values are all 5s. So what we see here, okay, is that when we have direct variation, all right, the equation that we are given, and I'll write down here in the bottom corner, is y is equal to k times x. So what we know, or what we see here, is that this k value, in this case, is 5, and then 2, and then there is no k value here because it's an implied 1. That k value is what our values go up by each time. So each time x gets bigger by 1, our y values get bigger by the corresponding k value. So we have, it goes up by 1 in this first table, by 2 in the second table because of this value of 2, and goes up by 5 in this value of, or in this third table because of the k value of 5. So whenever we see a table and it gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or any numbers that are consecutive right next to each other, we know it's direct variation because and we'll know that because these values will all be the same when they're going up. Okay, so the k value is our constant of difference or constant of variation. That means that's how much we go up by each time. Okay, so now the last aspect that we're going to talk about is solving equations. So what this means, we've got 3x is equal to 21. So basically what we've got here is we know this is the same as y is equal to 3x. So basically what we're asking for is what x value in our table gives us an answer of 21. So now some people say, well, if I know this, I can just make a table and I can count up by threes and get all the way up and figure out that, you know, it's this certain value gives us 21. But we can use our algebra concepts, or we can use operations and solve this problem. So what we can do is, this is multiplication. We can undo multiplication by using division. All right, when we were dealing with proportions, we undid division by using multiplication. So now we're going to undo multiplication by dividing each side by the number that's in front of the x. So we divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 gives us 1, which is just x. So then 21 divided by 3 gives us an answer of 7. So if we were making a table, the 7th value of x gives us an answer of 21. We do the same thing if we have 6x equals 24. We're simply just going to divide by 6 on each side. We have x is equal to 24 divided by 6, which gives us 4. So in this case, the 4th value of our table gives us an answer of 24. Okay, and here is the try on your own problem. Create a table for the equation that is given in this problem, y equals 2.5x, and be able to tell me what x value you will need to have in order to have a y value of 30. Make sure you're getting this problem and your summaries done in your notes, and have a good day.